Alright, Sandy, I am going to finish decorating the covers. Remember, we did this already in the previous videos. And now we're going to use Mod Podge and these napkins. I have two different kinds. It's the same thing, but there's this right here, which they're kind of, it's bigger print. And let me find the other one. And then I use a smaller one too, because I like to use this butterfly and this little thing right here. You'll see what I'm talking about. So there's the small ones and the big ones, and I get these at the dollar store. Alright, so the way I do it, there's parts of this I don't use. Obviously I'm not going to use this because kind of ugly. So I just use that part to be able to tear the backing off. So you have just one layer instead of two. I saved this for something, I might want to use it later. But I had to be careful because if I saved everything, I don't know, I would not have a place to live. It would be all craft stuff. So I cut this off. I don't like it. It's the ugly part. Ick. I did something different, and I'm thinking it turned out pretty decent the way I did it. It makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to do it this way on here too. Maybe it'll make it simple for y'all. I always like to have my Eiffel Tower like on the corner of the front page or cover of the front cover. So it's kind of perfect the way I made this because I can actually fold this to where the writing is the right side up. I just arrange it a little bit where I want it. This makes it so much easier. So just cover it with Mod Podge everywhere. And it's really cool because it's not, you don't have to be like perfect with this. It just, because the writing is, well, unless you know how to speak, I guess it would be, yeah, French. Because I can't read it, so to me, it's okay if it's all jumbled up. Put a pretty good layer on. And it dries, this dries pretty fast, so at least it's going to be kind of, at least a little sticky. It'll probably wait and be a lot sticky, but what I like about doing this is it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't take a whole lot of thinking. And then I do this to make sure it stays down. That's kind of cool. Kind of just wraps around and it'll be kind of like the right side up on the other side. Saves so much time. Usually I just piece it all together, which is fine to do too. This just makes it really simple. I just do like a really super random, no straight line. So that way it's not that noticeable on the other side. So that means when the front dries, I'll flip it around and I will do that. Or sometimes I just go like this and just do it like that too. So I already have another napkin pretty much ready. Just have to cut off the ugly ribbon part that I hate. This says napkin on it. It's ugly. It's just not pretty. Let me move this over here. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting the pieces off of the next section that I'm going to put over here, because I don't want it to be exactly the same as that one side. So I just cut little pieces out that I don't want to duplicate. And the reason why I save these because you'll find out. And the reason why I like to use the small napkins is because it has this orange butterfly. Because this is like part of it's missing. So on the small napkin, it's the full butterfly. Let me see, how do I want to do this? What do I want to do? I mean, I could do the same thing on this side too. Maybe cut like the butterflies out so it's not like a pattern, the same pattern on the other side. You can save those that you cut out because you can use them later. can just tear off pieces. You're just piecing it together. I think on this side, I'm not going to have the orange flower. I'm going to have the blue one. So, where do I want it? I think I want it kind of on the edge here. We'll just go like that. I think that would look cute. I think I know what else I'm going to do. I think this would be kind of neat. On this small napkin, you see how it's smaller. That's about the same size. Anyway, so I'm just going to piece it together over here. Usually I have a paper on here, but it's the same color as this. It's brown, so you wouldn't be able to see very well. Maybe make it overlap a little, so it'll go to the other side, like that. I haven't been able to find a different kind of napkin that I would like to use yet at the dollar store or anywhere really. I like this one, but I like a lot of Paris stuff. This one just works so well. I think it does. Alright, so on this other side, see that you can't hardly see it, but right here is a blank spot. And I like to do like a little more flowers maybe. Make the flowers look fuller. I try not to have perfectly straight edges because it's a little less noticeable if you kind of break it up a little bit. So, you know, you can place this some kind of way. I think it'd be kind of neat to do it like this. So while I've been waiting to do this, I've been kind of experimenting with different pages. And I can't wait to show you how I did that. That's kind of cool. Alright. Now, pretty much the rest of this is going to be just piecing together, covering up holes that are in. I just try to make sure the writing is at least pretty close to being straight across. I might do, let's see, this will be a nice, it'll cover up pretty good right here. I like to have Mod Podge on the bottom too, so you don't get bubbles. When it dries. And I like doing this because, I mean, seriously, it's really, you'd have to really be trying to make it look stupid. It's pretty easy. And here's this is going to be the spine of your journal. So the pages, when you sew the pages in, it won't be real noticeable, anything right there. You see how I'm not even worrying if it folds up and gets crinkled. I think the crinkling kind of makes it look nicer to me. Gives it character. I know this is so boring that I don't have the capability to make things like go fast or slow and edit. So it's all live. It's the way it is. I think it'd be kind of cool to have another Eiffel Tower maybe on this side. Maybe put it in the middle. Right about here. That'd be kind of cool. Trying to make sure it's not crooked, like leaning. That was pretty good. Oop. It was good. Now it looks all wiggly. I will just take that one off. You know what? I'm gonna take that one off, and I can use another piece. I don't like how that looked. Like maybe what I could do. So just tear off pieces. Maybe I'll go like this. Make sure it's the right side. See? It would have been upside down. Oh, upside down writing. I mean, that's noticeable. You don't want that. So maybe like put it right. Kind of line it up a little bit with the writing. And I have all these extra pieces cut out. Oh, that's cool. So if I were to do this, I need to cover up that one piece a little bit more. Let me find. We'll just do like that. There we go. Ta-da! I'll just keep putting pieces together. Getting all sticky. I think it would be kind of cool to have a little butterfly right there. I'm going to put a purple one. And you can tell there's little pieces that are blank. You just fill it in. I guess I'll just keep on doing this. I mean, if you get bored with it, you can just cut it off, right? Turn it off. What do I want over here? Just piece in little pieces. And then this would be a good time to use the little butterflies to piece in. The little holes that are in there. And you can cover up lines and things like that with the butterflies. So I just cut around here as close as I can, get as much as the writing off. I think I can put that, there's a hole right there. So I can just go like this. And another part that I like on the small one is the postal stamp. It's kind of cute. It's the same thing, just as much as the writing as possible taken off. Hopefully, I didn't get any pieces on here. I don't think I did. So this would be kind of nice to put right here because there's a line right here you can see. So I could go, I could go like that. But I think I'll put a little something right here to cover that part of the hole that's there. So you can go like that. See the holes right there. So you can go like that. I think that would look cute right there. And then like when it dries, you might find some places that you missed. And you just fill it in some more. Because I have a bunch over here. There's one over here in the corner. And just find some paper. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I could go like this. And I have a bunch over here to fix. It's not too bad. Like I could put more flowers right here if I wanted to. That'd be kind of neat. Maybe have a little bit of the leaves show. And it's right there on the edge of the binder part where you're gonna, the spine. So a line there is not gonna be a big deal. I could put more flowers here. Just making sure the writing is pretty even. Like that. So far that looks pretty decent. I'll show you the one I've already done. Just piecing it together. This is after it gets dry. This has been drying for probably about a week, I guess. I just finished the inside a little bit earlier. So when you let it dry, you can see if there's anything that you want to add to it to make it look a little more smoother. Make sure there's nothing sticking up. See, like right there, I can see there's a bald spot there. I could maybe just tear off pieces somewhere. I could just let it dry and then do the other side at another time, but I really want to get it done. I usually just finish it all in at one time. I don't know if I'll be able to show you how I do this other side because I don't lay it down. I gotta figure out how to do this. Let me figure it out. So, all I'm going to do here, I'm not going to show it because you guys can figure that out, I think. Yeah, I'll just put the Mod Podge underneath here and maybe tear some of it off a little bit, maybe piece it together just to make the inside cover. And it'll look like this when I get done. So, I wish I could figure out how to, well, I guess I could.